Hey, what's up, guys? My name is A1 Solution. We are going to be going over propaganda because I feel like some people don't do research, and I want to share this because I feel like it's very important for people to understand what propaganda is. And, I ask Rock. So, anyways, though, let's read this. Propaganda is a strategic form of communication aimed at influencing public opinion, attitudes, or behaviors to advance a specific agenda, often at the expense of objectivity. It employs techniques like emotional appeals, selective facts, exaggeration, or outright misinformation to shape perceptions, prioritizing persuasion over truth. Historically, propaganda has been a powerful tool in politics and warfare. Think of World War II posters rallying citizens or Cold War era broadcasts pushing ideological narratives. Modern propaganda thrives in digital spaces where social media algorithms amplify emotionally charged content, making it easier to sway larger audiences quickly. Its defining trait is intent. Propaganda serves the propagator's goals, whether they're a government, corporation, activist group, often sidelining critical thinking or nuance. The methods of propaganda vary but are designed to exploit psychological vulnerabilities. Common techniques include bandwagon appeals, encouraging people to follow the crowd, fear mongering, highlighting threats to spur action, and scapegoating, blaming a group for complex problems. Visuals, slogans, and repetitive messaging amplify impact, as seen in iconic campaigns like Uncle Sam Wants You or modern political memes. Propaganda doesn't always lie outright. It may use half-truths or cherry-picked data to craft a compelling narrative. For example, during elections, ads might highlight a candidate's strengths while ignoring flaws or misrepresenting opponents. The ethical line blurs when propaganda deceives or manipulates, but it can also be benign, like public health campaign urging vaccination where the intent aligns with collective well-being. Propaganda's effectiveness hinges on its ability to resonate with its audience's values, fears, or desires, often bypassing rational scrutiny. In the digital age, its reach is amplified by targeted algorithms and echo chambers, where misinformation can spread faster than corrections. Studies like those from MIT in 2018 show false information spreads 6 times faster online than truth, largely due to its emotional pull. Propaganda thrives in polarized environments as it reinforces existing beliefs while dismissing opposing views. Countering it requires media literacy, critical thinking, and diverse information sources. While propaganda can unify for positive causes, its manipulative nature often risks eroding trust and fostering division, making its impact a double-edged sword. In conclusion, propaganda remains a potent force in shaping how we see the world, wielding influence through carefully crafted messages that tug at emotions and steer beliefs. Its presence, from historical war campaigns to today's viral social media posts and videos, underscores its adaptivity and impact. By understanding its tactics and questioning the narratives we encounter, we can better navigate its sway, fostering a more informed and discerning with society. So what I did here is I actually asked issues with propaganda and how to stop it. So propaganda poses significant challenges to individuals and societies by distorting truth, manipulating perceptions, and undermining informed decision making. Below are key issues associated with propaganda based on its characteristics and impacts. Erosion of truth and trust. Propaganda often prioritizes persuasion over accuracy, spreading misinformation over or half truths that obscure reality. This erodes public trust in institutions, media, and even interpersonal communication. Oh, sorry, I thought this was a repeat. For example, during the 2016 U.S. election, false narratives spread via social media influenced voter perceptions, with studies estimating that fabricated stories reached millions. When trust in reliable sources diminishes, social corrosion weakens and polarization grows. So if you remember what I read earlier about the MIT stuff, like 2018, that false information spreads more than true information, because the one thing about false information is there's a bunch of probabilities of what could happen, but with the truth there's only one thing that's happening. We know the truth already, we know the facts already, but with things that we don't know, we try to assume, we try to, speculate, make our own decisions out of things. I don't know, man. Like, long story short, false information, misinformation spreads faster than the truth, unfortunately. Very unfortunate, as it's been shown here. Manipulation of emotions by exploiting fear, anger, or hope. Propaganda bypasses rational thinking, leading people to act against their interests or adopt extreme views. Historical cases like the Nazi Germany's anti-Semitic campaigns show how emotional manipulation can fuel division and violence. In the digital age, targeted ads and memes amplify this, tailoring content to individual biases, which deepens echo chambers. There's polarization and division. Frames, 2020 Pew study found that 80% of Americans viewed political division as a significant problem, which is true. I think politics breaks people up. I think biases breaks people up. I think misinformation breaks people up. And also the reason why I'm making this, also you can read the screen while I'm sitting here talking. But the reason why I'm making this video is because I've been seeing a lot of propaganda, a lot of fake news, a lot of just misinformation online, and I feel like right now is like a good time to spread misinformation, and it's not good. It's not good because there's just misinformation everywhere, you know what I mean? And I just wanted to share this. I think this is something that people should want to know and probably should look into. I mean, I don't trust documentaries, but maybe like look into it, maybe like watch, like read a couple books. Look for some credible stuff. If you want to watch a documentary, I guess watch a documentary. I don't trust documentaries too much because of the stuff I've looked into, like researching and stuff like that. So I don't know if you would want to do that, but hey, be my guest. There are credible documentaries, but yeah. Countering propaganda requires a multifaceted approach involving education, technology, policy, and individual responsibility. Education, teach critical thinking. Okay, I don't know how to stop identify biases, like anti-misinformation Wow, there's actually classes for that. There's actually misinformation classes. That's very interesting. The governments and NGOs can launch initiatives to educate adults on digital literacy, emphasizing skills like cross-checking information and understanding algorithmic biases. I was trying to like slur outcome. Empowered individuals are less susceptible to manipulation and better equipped to navigate. Okay, so it's just like telling you like kind of tips of how to do it. Platforms like X or news outlets can label content to indicate. Yeah, see, that's why I like community posts and stuff like that. But the sucky part about community posts or community notes or whatever, like it doesn't get pushed out much. It depends on the traffic. You know what I'm saying? It all depends. I've seen a post say like, majority of community notes don't get published because certain reasons, I guess. Outcome, a less toxic, stuff like that. Conclusion, propaganda's ability to distort truth, blah blah blah. So it's like, long story short, man, there's a lot of just, there's a lot of just false information, misinformation, and I feel like people just need to be educated. Make sure you research and look into this. Don't listen to one side, don't listen to the other side. Listen to both sides. You got to listen to both sides, you know what I mean? And numbers, algorithm or analytics prove that, you know what I mean? And you need to research all sides. There's just a lot of misinformation going out. The reason why I'm making this video is because I feel like people need to know about this. By the way, my birthday's coming up soon, so make sure you go check out my birthday stream. I will be streaming for, I don't know, maybe like 10, 15, 20 minutes. So if you want to go check that out, just a little disclaimer here in this little stream video, whatever. Yeah, long story short, propaganda. I don't know why I threw that. I'm gonna cut that out and throw that in later on in the video. But yeah, so long story short, just be aware, be cautious. Make sure you always double check what you're getting sent. Where there's a lot of misinformation, a lot of fake stuff, a lot of Photoshop, a lot of tampered, edited, biased information, and you just gotta be careful. You know what I mean? Be careful out there. And yeah, have a great day. Take care. Stay safe. Stay educated. Stay educated. Anyways, though, this could be a good one. This is something people need to look into. I think a lot of people forgot about propaganda, which is interesting because I got taught about, or my teacher taught us about propaganda in school. And it's like a box of chocolates. You never know. You never know what you're gonna get. You never know what kind of information you're gonna get. It could be dark chocolate. It could be white chocolate. It could be caramel chocolate. It could be butterscotch. It could be freaking... Yo, like the video.